You have the degree. You have the high-paying job. You have the intelligence. So why are you still one disaster away from total financial ruin?
This is the ultimate paradox of the modern educated worker. You followed the rules, mastered your profession, and learned the mechanics of money, yet you remain completely paralyzed.
Even when people study and become financially literate, they still hit a massive psychological wall. The real enemies keeping smart people broke aren't banks or the economy. The real enemies are inside your own head. They are fear, cynicism, and laziness. If you do not conquer these three emotional roadblocks, your financial intelligence is useless. It is time to audit your mind. It is time to transition from an obedient employee to a strategic asset allocator. The first enemy? Fear. I have never met anyone who actually likes losing money. But here is the brutal truth. I have never met a rich person who hasn't lost money.
I have, however, met many poor people who have never lost a dime investing. The fear of losing money is entirely real, even for the wealthy.
The primary difference between a rich and poor person is strictly how they manage fear. How you handle failure ultimately determines your financial destiny.
Most people are so terrified of losing money that they play life entirely too safe. The main reason the public struggles financially is they play not to lose.
They buy big houses and cars, but they never buy big investments. They go to a financial planner and buy a balanced portfolio of safe, sanitized mutual funds. Balanced people go absolutely nowhere. They stay in one spot. If you want to be rich, you must first be focused, not balanced. Look at the elite. Do not put your few eggs in many baskets. Put a lot of your eggs in a few baskets and strictly focus. To overcome fear, you must adopt the mindset of a Texan. In Texas, everything is bigger, and when Texans lose, it is spectacular. They do not bury their failures, they get inspired by them. Remember the Alamo. The Alamo was a tragic military defeat where they got their butts kicked. But Texans took that great failure and turned it into a rallying cry. Failure inspires winners, and failure permanently defeats losers. If you hate losing, or if losing makes you weak, keep your day job and play it safe. But if failure inspires you to win, you have the psychological blueprint to build your asset column. The second enemy, cynicism. The second enemy is the cynic inside you. We all have a Chicken Little in our heads, running around screaming that the sky is falling. Our intense doubts paralyze us. We play the what-if game. What if the economy crashes? What if things don't go as planned? This noise comes from inside our heads and from outside, from friends, family, and the media. Most people are poor because, when it comes to investing, they listen to these Chicken Littles. It takes tremendous courage to not let rumors and doom and gloom talk dictate your actions. A savvy investor knows that the seemingly worst of times is actually the absolute best of times to make money. When everyone else is paralyzed by fear, the elite pull the trigger and are rewarded. Cynics criticize, but winners analyze. Analysis opens your eyes to see the exact opportunities that the blind critics continually miss.
Real estate is a powerful tool for financial freedom, but cynics always say, "I don't want to fix toilets." They let the fear of a broken toilet rob them.
The elite say, I don't want to fix toilets either, so I will hire a great property manager to do it for me.
By solving the problem, cash flow goes up, and you buy your freedom. I don't wants hold the exact key to your success. Do not let doubt close your mind. When you feel the cynic taking over, do what Colonel Sanders did to his little chicken. Fry it.
The third enemy, laziness. The third enemy is laziness. But we are not talking about couch potatoes. Busy people are often the most lazy.
People stay incredibly busy at work or with their kids, simply as a way of avoiding something they do not want to face. They are too busy to take care of their wealth, using their job as an excuse. What is the cure for this active laziness? The answer is a little greed. You have been conditioned to believe that greed is bad and that desiring nice things is selfish. But without that desire for a better life, progress is completely impossible. You must ask yourself, what would my life be like
If I never had to work again? Be a little greedy. It is the absolute best cure for laziness. Stop saying, I can't afford it.
Those words shut down your brain, causing sadness and helplessness. It is a sign of mental laziness. Instead, force yourself to ask, how can I afford it? This simple question opens up your brain, forcing it to search for solutions, possibilities, and dreams. Guilt robs the body of its soul, but a little greed sparks your financial genius. The transition: pay yourself first. You know the enemies. Now, how do you actually escape? You must master the ultimate habit of the elite. Your life is a reflection of your habits more than your education. The primary reason the middle class struggles is because they have terrible financial habits. The average person pays everyone else first. They pay the government, the bank, and the landlord. They pay themselves last, but only if there is anything left over. And there rarely is. To transition to an asset allocator, you must pay yourself first. You allocate money to your asset column before you pay your monthly expenses. This is not a suggestion. It is a non-negotiable wealth rule. It requires immense self-discipline, which separates the rich from the middle class. Even if you are short on cash, pay yourself first. Let your creditors scream. Let the bill collectors threaten you. Why?
Because that intense pressure becomes your ultimate motivation. The fear of the bill collector forces you to seek other forms of income.
It forces you to think and get financially stronger. If you pay yourself last, you feel no pressure, but you remain permanently broke. Forcing yourself to make extra money is like lifting mental weights. Never dip into savings or liquidate assets to pay for consumer debt. That is financial suicide. Defend your assets like a fortress. Rule number 1 of paying yourself first is to keep your expenses low. Never get into large consumer debt in the first place. Build your assets first, then buy the big house. The blueprint of an asset allocator. To execute this, you must awaken your financial genius. It requires a deliberate, step-by-step transition. First, find a reason greater than reality. You need deep, emotional wants and don't wants to fuel your ambition. If your reason isn't strong enough, the daily grind will crush you. Second, make daily choices. With every single dollar you get, you hold the power to choose your future, rich, poor, or middle class. Invest in your mind first. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Go to seminars, read books, and listen to audio programs. If you want to fly an airplane, you take lessons first. Do the same with your wealth. Master a formula, and then learn a new one. Most only know the caveman formula. Work hard for money. You must learn faster formulas. Buying foreclosures, trading options, or acquiring tax liens. Pay your brokers well. A good broker provides priceless information that makes you money. They are your eyes and ears in the market. Tipping a waiter 20%, but stiffing your broker is the habit of the poor. Be an Indian giver. The sophisticated investor's first question is always, how fast do I get my money back? You put your money in, ride the upside,
Pull your initial capital out, and keep the asset for free. Finally, use assets to buy your luxuries.
The middle class buys luxuries on credit, enslaving themselves. The elite use their desire to consume to motivate their financial genius.
If you want a Porsche, do not call the bank for a loan. Focus on the asset column. Buy an income-generating asset.
Wait for the cash flow to grow, and let the asset buy the car. The audit and the conclusion. The blueprint is laid out. You have the mechanics, you know the enemies, and you know the habits of the elite. We live in the information age.
The old formula of school, a safe job, and saving money is entirely obsolete. If you do what the masses do, you get slaughtered.
You will work for the company, work for the government, and work for the bank. Stop doing what is not working. Look for new ideas. Find people who have done what you want to do and take them to lunch.
Take action.
You must go to the market. Make offers, face rejection, and negotiate. People who wait for the perfect deal do nothing. Action always beats inaction. Every single day, with every dollar that enters your hand, you are deciding your destiny. You choose to be rich, poor, or middle class. Audit your mind. Audit your friends. Audit your cash flow. If you find yourself in a hole, stop digging.
The era of the highly paid slave is over. The path is entirely up to you.